so excited to be here. I am, sorry, I'm doing a duplicate here. I'm Angela Caglia, and we're starting this live. I'm so excited. We're talking about aging. We're going to discuss the different, there's so many things to discuss. I could talk about teens and 20s, but I'm not today on this live. I could also talk about skin in your 60s and 70s and 80s. Those are all different lives. We're going to focus primarily this live on your 30s, 40s, and 50s. We're going to talk about the changes in your skin because that's when you really start to notice the changes in your skin. You know, it hits in the 30s, the 40s like, oh boy, look at what's happening now. And the 50s like, oh no, what's happening now? So we're going to discuss really what's happening with your skin during those time frames. So let's go ahead and if you're watching on my website, feel free to type in questions because I'm able to read on the screen, I believe, I hope, and then I can answer your questions. So we're gonna get right into what happens to your skin. I wanna start with your 30s, all right? The 30s, now I'll be 51 in, so shortly actually, I'll be 51 in September, so in just a few months. Our moderator just said sorry for the delay. Thank you. I'm trying to read on this screen, so I'm going to try and read. I'm not able to read on this side laptop, so bear with me as I try and read on this small screen. But I do want you to ask me questions. I do enjoy answering the questions, so please, I will try and thank you. Someone just said, love your work. I'm sorry for the delay today, but we are on, and my name is Angela Caglia. The G is silent like lasagna. I have been an esthetician here in Beverly Hills. I've been in Beverly Hills for 10 years. Prior to that, I was in New York. I've been an esthetician, and then prior to that, Paris and Carmel. So I have been doing this for 28 years. And please ask me a question. I have been doing this for 28 years, and I have learned so much about skin. And that's why I wanted to create my own skincare line. I wanted to create tools that you can use at home to recreate the facial experience that I do in my treatment room so you can have those same results no matter where you live. No matter if you're a gorgeous supermodel or if you're just a stunning actress or you're just this beautiful human being, because we're all beautiful. And I just want to talk about that first. Before I go into the different ages, I want to discuss with you that aging is beautiful. All these changes that occur, they're not necessarily negative. So when I say, you see that you start to see that you're losing elasticity in your 40s more, blah, 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 you lose volume. You guys, you're still beautiful, is my point. This is aging, and we want to embrace it. We don't want to look 20, and we can't look 20. We can own it. I spent a lot of time in Europe, going to school in France, and there's nothing more beautiful. Those French women inspired me because they owned their wrinkles. What they did was they took care of their skin. And we're going to talk about how you can care for your skin and how you can age beautifully and own it. Own your age. Like I said, I turned 50 this year. I am so proud to be 50 and owning my age and taking care of my skin and not going and getting all of these invasive lasers or I don't use retinols, I don't use Retin-A, I don't do all these things to my skin. What I do LED, and I use my botanically based organic skincare line with actives, with my lipid lock technology, and I give myself facials once a month. Simple as that. I just gave myself one yesterday. It was lovely. Not quite the same when you give it to yourself, but still, results are there. So the most important thing I want you to know is to own it. Own your age, because someone said to me when I turned 50, they're like, oh yeah, well 50's the new 30. Right away, I said, no, 50's the new 50. We don't have to try and be 30. Why is that better? Let's own being 50. When a man turns 50, no one says 50's the new 30. They say, oh, you look distinguished, you look great. Let's own being 50, and let's just look the best we can. So when I go over these different age brackets, we're gonna start with the 30s, then go into the 40s, and go into the 50s, the changes in your skin. We're gonna do the best we can to age the best we can, and to look healthy and glowy and dewy and lifted. But we don't want to be so freaked out by aging and what happens that we run to the doctor and then to another doctor and start doing all sorts of things to our skin. Now remember, I work in Beverly Hills. There's something I call the Beverly Hills uniform. Some of these women are doing too much to their faces, whether it's their lips, whether it's too much of the retinols or the peels or whatever they're doing, the invasive lasers, I don't know, the needles, everything they're doing to their skin, they're actually thinning their skin and they're starting to look older. That's it. They're starting to look older than someone who's not doing all of those things. Just remember that. Some of the best ingredients are from nature, from botanicals. Seriously, we are from nature. They work the best with our skin. And of course you do have a little synthetic to preserve, but you also have science behind clean beauty. So I'm very proud to be a clean beauty founder because I find, my 28 years experience, that I get better results using ingredients from nature versus labs trying to recreate what's found in nature because it's cheaper, basically. All right, so let's get started. Thank you for joining, and let's see if I can see. I'm trying to see some questions here. Maybe my moderator can come and help me to get the screen. Oh, great, I see it now. Yay, someone just said love your work. I appreciate that, thank you. So I can see this, thank you. And I appreciate you all joining. Let's see, here comes my moderator. There we go, I'm all set. Yay, all right guys, so let's get back to this. So I love it, that was my husband, my moderator. Kind of slammed the door, but that's all right. He's working hard behind the scenes today. I really appreciate it. My husband is my business partner. His name is Rob. And anyway, it's really lovely to work with someone you trust. And we're building this business together, and it's just super fun. And I appreciate your supporting our company. We are a self-funded company. We're not a huge, owned by another big conglomerate brand. This is small batched, organic ingredients, made with love and made with experience. So we're going to talk about, I'm reading here. Do you believe it's possible to look the best we can without invasive treatments? Yes, and the key word being invasive. I want you to have treatments, and we'll talk about things you can do, but invasive, you can. I haven't had any invasive treatments ever. Like, I won't go and get all these lasers. Do you think the peelings are not good for a 59-year-old woman? I need to see your skin. If you have a thin skin, if it's really thinning, then you don't want to do too many peels. No, definitely not. No. You want bright skin. And I'll tell you the most important thing for a 59-year-old woman. As we go through the different stages, I'm going to start with the stages, you're going to get your answer. Someone said, what can you do for broken capillaries? If they're in this area, you need to be very careful with differences in going to temperatures, like if you're going to hot sauna, jumping into a cold plunge, you don't want to exacerbate. What you can also do is take vitamin K, that helps to strengthen your capillaries. You want to be careful of treatments like hydrofacial or microderm, that causes a lot of capillary fragility. All right, so let's go into the 30s. Are you ready? All right, I want you to tell me if you're in the 30s. Say, I'm in my 30s, let me know, because I'm going to talk about what you can do in your 30s. All right, so the 30s, let's talk about what you start to see. Let me think back to my 30s, and let me tell you what's happening in your 30s. All right, your 30s are really when you start to see signs of aging. And the first place you see the sign of aging, do you guys know? The first place, right here, right in your eyes. This is the thinnest skin, very delicate, and we do have expressions, we do smile. So the first place to show signs of aging will be around your eyes, and that's going to be in your 30s. And that's when you're like, ooh, I guess I am aging. But that doesn't mean you have to run out and get an eye cream. So that's another thing we're going to talk about, eye creams. Now, the most effective eye creams would have something that will penetrate the thin skin underneath the eye. So depending on your concern, if you're seeing fine lines and wrinkles, you don't necessarily need an eye cream. You need something that's going to penetrate the thin skin to deliver what you're missing, which is the lipids, because there's not a lot of sebaceous activity here. So you need to plump it up. What better way to plump it up than with lipids? Now, my whole skincare line is made up of my proprietary blend, the Lipid Lock technology. And what that is and why it makes the skincare line so incredibly good is because it's something I've noticed within the 28 years of giving facials, is that people are doing too many things to their skin and they're stripping it. And what happens is it becomes more vulnerable, obviously, to the sun and aging, but also you're missing what you need to look healthy and bright and to help plump the fine lines and wrinkles. So my Lipid Lock technology is in all of my skincare. And it's a proprietary blend. It's bioidentical to our own lipids and ceramides. So it's able to go deep into your skin and also deliver the ingredients in the formula as well, the other actives deeper into your skin, which results in bright skin and looking younger. Okay, so many questions, keep them coming. We are giving away for the best question on, ooh, that feels so good. A gold cryo set. Look, I took them out of the freezer. Oh, this feels so good. Depuffs, brightens. Gold is extremely good for your skin. It goes back thousands of years to help brighten the skin. All right, we are offering, oh, did you guys see that? Our moderator just mentioned that we are offering a discount. Within an hour of this episode of the live, you only have an hour, so you can do it now. I would if I were you. You would go shopping on my website and you would type in live 20 and you'll get 20% off. But if you're watching this later, it's already too late, it's closed. But if you came to this live, I appreciate it, and I'm gonna give you 20% off my website. So you just type in live 20. You can do it now or you can do it after. You only have an hour after the show to do it. So that's live 20 and the moderator typed it in for you. All right, so the 30s. You start to notice the fine lines under the eyes, all right, guys? You know, you start to see your skin is a little bit duller. You start to see maybe a little sun damage. That's from your 20s, you know, all the things you were doing in your 20s, maybe not wearing your sunscreen. So in your 30s, you're starting to see that. Thank you guys, I got this on Instagram and I've got it on my website. We're doing 2 lives today. So thank you for doing this and watching me today. I will save it to my IGTV and this will be saved on my website for a week. Someone just asked, how long does a cryo set need to stay in the freezer? I put this in last night. I like to do it the night before. It comes with a really cute case, like kind of a little Tupperware case. And you can also do it like an hour before you want to use it. Oh, you can see how frozen they are. This feels just so good. All right, so we will demo this at the end. But if you write a really good question, we're going to choose someone during this live to where you're going to win these. This is $125. They're beautiful, 18 karat gold plated. The coolest, there's a liquid inside that's absolutely frozen, so you can't basically hear it. Normally you can hear it shaking, but when it's frozen, it helps to retain how cold these stay. So that's why this is such an incredible cryo treatment. Okay guys, so how can I prevent adult acne? We'll talk about that in a minute. That's something I've noticed a change in the past 15 years. Remember, I've been an esthetician for 28 years. I never saw adult acne back in the day. That has to do with the stress, the hormones, even some of the products are exacerbating adult acne. Obviously, maskne is an issue. So with my crystal LED face mask, I have not only the red light, but the blue light. Anti-acne, clinical studies, FDA cleared, that shows that this does help clear acne and also prevent acne. And the red helps to heal acne scars and to stimulate collagen synthesis. How long do they stay cold? These stay cold for about 45 minutes to an hour. And you should be done by then, unless you're just giving everyone a cryo treatment in your home. All right, so let's get back to your 30s. So in your 30s, all right, so what I want you to be looking for in your 30s, type in if you're 30. I want to ask, actually tell me your age. Go ahead and tell me your age. I want to see some ages popped up. All right, so in your 30s, when you start to notice the signs of aging, and all of a sudden you can't go out as much. You know, I lived in New York City in my 20s. I was able to go out, go dancing, do all these things, and I was fine in the morning and I looked fine. In your 30s, you start to realize, whoa, it really hits you and you can't really go out as much because if you do, you look terrible the next day, you're so tired. You know, sleep is extremely important. So through every decade, sleep is really, really important as well. So especially in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, because in your 20s, let's face it, a lot of us are not getting a lot of sleep. I have an 18-year-old daughter. I know she's not getting enough sleep, but it doesn't show the next day as much, but still, you know, I wish she would get more sleep. Anyway, so let's talk about the 30s. So what I want you to do in the 30s, you gotta make sure you're using a sunscreen. You should be opting for clean beauty makeup. You know, I'll work on amazing women in their 30s. They'll come in and what'll happen is they might use good skincare, but they'll go put on some makeup brand that is filled with dimethicone, and then they're gonna get little dimethicone bumps, which I can recognize immediately. Dimethicone is a man-made silicone. They use it in makeup and some skincare, which is annoying. They still use it. But it's a man-made silicone. It's very inexpensive. It's pennies. And they use it in place of beautiful oils. It has a very slippery texture like an oil, but it's occlusive, literally occlusive. So basically, if you sweat or if you have bacteria, you're gonna get these little bumps from it. And I can always recognize, oh, we got people in the 30s, 50s, thank you. I can always recognize when I give a facial. And I'll say, you know, what product are you using? And I'll you know, when they have a mask on, I'll Google the ingredients and I'll see dimethicone, like 4 different types of dimethicone. Always it's the first 5 ingredients are the most of whatever skincare product you're buying in terms of percentages. So usually I'll see like water, propylene glycol, dimethicone, and then another type of dimethicone. So, you know, look for this because it's not something you want to put on your skin, especially if you're prone to breakouts or normal to oily skin. You know, you really don't want that because you will get those little bumps. So in your 30s, you need to be very aware of the makeup you're using and look for that. And then I want you to also be looking for a plant-based retinol in your 30s, preferably a bakuchiol-based versus a synthetic retinol, because I don't want you to have any downtime. I don't want your skin to be sensitized. I want you to take care of your barrier. Okay, so our moderator just said, how old are you? So basically what our moderator is asking is please type your age. Please type your age for me so I know your ages. All right, we've got a lot of people saying their ages. It's like your 30s and 50s. So perfect. So let's go ahead and go into also diet. You know, in your 30s, you know, your 20s, you might be eating those In-N-Out burgers more, or just, you know, not being as careful with your diet and your workouts. 30s, you really got to get it together. So for good skin and good aging and good health, I want you to be looking, you want to stay away from, of course, the preservatives, the bread, the things that are in these things that we're eating way too much of in this country, the fast food. I want you to look into salmons with omegas. I want you to find blueberries that are filled with antioxidants. So basically there's a big similarity with what you eat and what you put on your skin. Remember, your skin absorbs what you're putting onto your skin, like 80% of it into your bloodstream. But in terms of antioxidants, you're eating the blueberries, the antioxidants for health in your body. I also want you to be applying the antioxidants to your skin for health for your skin and anti-aging. Those antioxidants are found in plant-based ingredients. Remember, I have a clean beauty skincare line. I have seen the most efficacious reaction with skin with beautiful plant-based ingredients versus synthetic ingredients. So when you have plants in the beginning of that ingredient deck and you start to see beautiful plants, whether they're oils or it's my lipid lock technology, which is a combination of meadow foam, seed oil, and proprietary antioxidants, that is what you want because you need the antioxidants to 1, fight sun damage, and 2, help prevent it, to prevent the free radicals, which contribute to aging. So antioxidants are extremely important to digest and also to put on your skin. So you should be applying antioxidants. And for vitamin C, which is a fabulous one, it doesn't mean that you need to just go get a synthetic version. In my daily Botanical serum, which is right here, I have sea buckthorn, which is extremely high in vitamin C. It actually has more than an orange. So you also have vitamin A in sea buckthorn. You also have rosehip, which is a beautiful plant-based retinol alternative as well as bakuchiol. So you're getting antioxidants with my skincare. And antioxidants are part of the secret to aging better. And the lipid lock technology, which is extremely important, is putting back in your skin is what you lose as you age. So when you're in your 30s, like I said, your skin is dull. It's starting to get dull. You're starting to see a little bit of the pigmentation from being out in the sun, hanging out on the beach in your 20s, and of course, a little bit of the fine lines around the eyes. So like I said, I want you to find a high concentration of antioxidants. I want you to be looking for a plant-based retinol. I am reading, we do have some questions here. How do I feel about glycolic and lactic acid? Love them. I'm an esthetician. I prefer chemical exfoliation to a granular exfoliation. Someone mentioned earlier about capillary fragility. Do not use a scrub unless it's something like a bamboo scrub, which is perfectly spherical. But any of the like shell scrubs, like walnut or apricot, they can't cut it perfectly spherical, so there's jagged edges, and some people press too hard. So that will really cause capillary fragility as well. So don't be using a granular scrub. I prefer a chemical scrub, preferably lactic acid, which is extremely hydrating. Glycolic is also extremely good too. So let's talk about also what happens in your 40s. Are you ready for what happens in your 40s? Can anyone tell me some of their concerns that are in their 40s right now? I just finished my 40s decade. Made it through. Here I am, 50, did it. Not so bad. Let's talk about your 40s. Your 40s, you're gonna notice a loss of volume and elasticity in your cheeks. You're gonna notice that, all right? Because we start to lose that elastin and collagen production. And what you wanna do, you wanna grab LED. LED is your best friend, all right? Especially when you hit your 30s and 40s, you really need to be stimulating collagen synthesis. And I'll talk a little about LED. A lot of people know a lot about LED, and a lot of people are hearing things that aren't quite true about LED. So there's a lot of information out there. Now this is, I have red and blue, which is great for, you do have acne, to have the blue as well. All right, so stimulating collagen synthesis. The 30s, 40s, you're losing volume here. You want to stimulate collagen synthesis. Now there's a lot of invasive treatments, the things that I won't do for myself, because I've been an esthetician for 28 years and I know better, because I don't want to disrupt my skin barrier, because that's really crazy. You don't want to do that. But there's all sorts of treatments out there, whether you go to a doctor or you go to your esthetician, where they're putting needles in your face or they're using a laser and they're basically tricking your skin into thinking it's been wounded, and they're wounding it, literally. They're wounding your skin barrier to trick your skin into thinking it's been wounded, because it has, to stimulate collagen synthesis. Well, instead of that, I've been using LED in my treatment room on my clients for the past 15 years. LED is a healing light, clinically proven to stimulate collagen synthesis. Did you hear that? It's a healing light. So instead of disrupting and injuring your skin barrier, which is there to protect you, you're going to use a light that's going to heal your skin and stimulate collagen and feel good too, by the way. So we've pinned it here. You can do some shopping. This is live stream shopping. Now this is the world's first crystal LED face mask. This is patented, so anyone who's got a factory out there, don't knock me off, because you can't. This is a patented crystal LED face mask. I wanted to combine both therapies. Holistic therapy meets high performance wellness. So you can see I have rose quartz crystals. They are placed, not just thrown in here, they're placed in Chinese acupressure points, because I wanted there to be a sense of wellness when you grab this. So you have two therapies. You have the therapy of the rose quartz, which is cold, and it's a soothing energy, a self-love empowering energy, and you have the crystal LED. You have the LED lights. It's clinically proven to stimulate collagen. I also wanted to make it extremely comfortable, so I didn't want to do a hard shell mask. I wasn't even using the hard shell mask that I had. Extremely uncomfortable, claustrophobic, felt weird. A lot of them are designed very scary looking. So with the medical grade silicone, what's cool about it is, one, it sits on your face, so the light's even closer, which is good, but it also is super comfortable. It's so comfortable. So, I mean, I'm telling you, when I do this, I'll even like leave it on after the timer's already timed out, because I'll be so comfortable in it, I'll just forget. So your eyes are safe because it's cut out. You know, there's not light in your eyes, it's cut out. If you feel more comfortable, I did put goggles in, so you can use the goggles if you want. I personally will do this and I will shut my eyes and just recline and relax. But this is FDA cleared, so it's safe. And someone just asked, can I use it on my clients? That must be an esthetician. What you can do is absolutely very easy to sanitize, and it's super comfortable. And I made the mouth nice and large so it's comfortable, or you can also, if you buy it for home use, you can sit down and drink your water with it, your coffee, your tea, or even have a glass of wine with it on. So extremely comfortable and easy to use and pretty. So you're not gonna scare your husband when he walks in with some crazy looking like gladiator mask. So I wanted it to be comfortable, so you'll use it more, pretty, so you'll want to use it more, and have a sense of wellness. Now remember, when you use LED to stimulate collagen synthesis to help with the volume you're losing in your 40s, you don't want to have anything on your skin. Now some estheticians will put a mask on and then put the LED. Don't. When you're at home, don't. You want clean, dry skin. You don't want any shine or reflection, because then the actual light isn't going to penetrate as deep. You don't want that. And yes, it is FDA approved. Someone just asked that. That means it's cleared by the FDA as safe, and you can feel comfortable buying it and using it. All right, so let's jump into, as I sip some water. We talked about the 40s. So I want to also talk about, the 40s is you're kind of premenopause, perimenopause, and you really need, at this point, your skin becomes drier and dull. You really, really need to infuse the fatty lipids into your barrier. Now, this is extremely important because so many women in their 40s are doing the opposite. The opposite of the LED. They're going to get invasive treatments. They're using way too much retinol to where their skin is also almost translucent. And they're using the peel pads and the vitamin C, and their skin is so translucent and so dry and so tight and so sensitized that they look actually older. All right, guys? So what you really need, the secret is not all those invasive treatments, and to use a plant-based retinol so you're not sensitized when you go out and your skin is not dry and tight. Your skin is your largest organ. Take care of it, nourish it. So what you want to do, you're losing not only your collagen and elastin, which are going to help with the LED in a safe way, but you're losing the plumpness, the dewiness, and that bright glow that you had when you were younger. You also lose your ceramides and the sebum production. The sebum production is what gives you the glow, and that's the essential fatty acids. So with all of my skincare, I have the lipid lock technology, which is made up of those lipids. It's bioidentical. So we lose that as we age. With, for example, the Souffle Moisturizer, brand new jar, yay. You can just put that, and I'm sorry, we are sold out of the Souffle. Sorry, this is our most popular product right now. It always has been. This is a staple. Once you try this, you can't stop using it. It's the only moisturizer you're ever gonna wanna use. But this is filled with all of the essential fatty acids and lipids you need. And you can put this right underneath your eye. Don't put it in your eye. It says on the box, don't put near the eyes. That means don't put really close to the eye. You can put near your orbital bone right here as your eye cream because it's able to penetrate that thin, delicate skin. You can also apply to your lips. And when your skin is even thinner on your lips, and you're gonna feel it go right into your lips, which is a way for you to know that it's actually going right in here. So it helps to plump up the skin. So the Lipid Lock technology is the secret sauce to all of my products, and I'm so proud of it. It's what makes the product so good. As we age, we lose the lipid production, we lose the sebum, we lose the ceramides. Our stratum corneum, which is right here, the outermost layer of skin, is also called your skin barrier, your lipid barrier, your moisture barrier. We've got to take care of it. This society is not. We're using too many things that are doing the opposite. So what I want you to do to look younger is to use oils. Do not be afraid of oils and botanicals, because that's how you're gonna get it. And that is a part of all of the products. Now, we pinned the Daily Botanical Serum, which you can shop right here. This is my holy grail. Holy grail. This is all organic. I apply it after my Souffle Moisturizer, and yes, you can put it near your eyes as well. I usually do a midday application before a Zoom just to have that beautiful hydration and glow and moisturization. So this is all organic. This has a sea buckthorn, extremely high in vitamin C. We need the antioxidants as we're aging, especially in our 40s. But what's happening is it's giving me this instant glow. It's putting back in what I lose as I age. So I'm getting those ceramides. I'm getting those essential fatty acids. I'm getting something that's actually hydrating the skin, whereas hyaluronic acid, something called transepidermal water loss, if you just apply hyaluronic acid, it's gonna dissipate pretty quick. Like, you might put it on one side of your face and look in like 10 minutes in the mirror, you can't even really notice. So if you're gonna buy that, please put an oil over it to actually push it in, seal it in, and to protect from transepidermal water loss. So the Daily Botanical Serum is filled with antioxidants, which is what you need as you age. This is perfect for 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, any skin type at all. This is $150. Someone just asked how much it is. And yes, you can apply, someone just asked, can you apply this over your makeup? Yes. I have a little bit of Ilia. Ilia is a super serum. It's tinted and it has a sunscreen. And you're like, why is she applying it over? Because I use clean beauty makeup. So whatever I'm putting over is just all natural and good stuff. So midday, I put a little bit because I want to help, because it's, you know, you have the AC on. It kind of sucks things out of you. So you want to look plump and dewy midday, not just morning and night. So as you're getting older, make sure you apply, you know, midday, not just morning and night. Don't just follow those rules. Do a midday application. Midday, I always apply a little bit of my Daily Botanical Serum, or usually it's a Daily Botanical Serum. Sometimes I will apply the Souffle as well. Just feels good, but I think this is just easier for me to do. Okay, so let's see. So someone just asked, oh, where can you find clean beauty makeup? Really easy to go to Credo because they have all clean beauty. I like Ilia. Sephora's now carrying Kosas, which is clean beauty. So just look for the clean beauty seal at any of your retailers and you will find it. It's a clean beauty seal. All right, so could you go through a daily regimen for anti-aging in your 40s? Great question. All right, whoever asked that question, I want you to DM, actually, yeah, I want you to email whoever asked that question, because you just won the cryo. I just think that's such a good question to ask me right now. So I want you to email whoever asked that question. You can email orders@angelacaglia.com and we'll get your address because you just won this, because I think that was such a good question. All right, you want a daily regimen for in your 40s. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, so 40s. 40s, remember your skin is getting drier. It's getting duller, drier, you're losing the volume. So 40s, what you want to do is you want to wake up, unless you are acneic. Let's say you have oily skin and you're still breaking out. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in your 40s where your skin's drier, you're not breaking out. I don't want you to wash your skin in the morning. Nope, we can skip right through that. Do not wash your skin in the morning. You're going to go right into your regimen. Like, seriously, don't. And you're like, why is she saying that? She's an esthetician. She needs to sell her cleanser. Why is she saying don't wash your face in the morning? Because I actually have integrity, and it's about the philosophy of how to have gorgeous skin and to age better. So as we sleep, before you go to bed, hopefully you should be using oils in your 40s. You need to be using an oil cleanser. You have to be using an oil cleanser because the oil cleanser is going to replenish your lipids. Everything else is going to dry your skin. You've got to be using an oil cleanser, especially in your 40s. It'll be a game changer. All right, guys? And a game changer is what you need in your 40s, right? So what I want you to do is use an oil cleanser at night. And yes, I have an oil cleanser on my website. It's on sale right now. What I want you to do is to use that oil cleanser, do a thorough cleanse, and then I want you to apply your products, hopefully the moisturizer and these beautiful Daily Botanical Serum. Do your LED at night before you apply your products. In the morning you wake up, you weren't out in the elements at night. You didn't have sunscreen on, you didn't have makeup on, you weren't like out in pollution. You were in and hopefully you had a humidifier going. You should at night, every night. But you don't need to cleanse because when you wake up and cleanse, you just strip your skin. Unless you want to use your oil cleanser, then that's fine. But I don't even recommend doing that because your skin is at a perfect pH balance from sleeping. Your skin is your largest organ. It's regenerating just like all of your other organs in your body are regenerating while you're sleeping. So what happens is some people will wake up and their skin is in this optimal state and they will go and grab a cleanser and dry and strip their skin and change the pH. And then it's out of whack. Then they have to apply products to try and figure that out and fix it. So one of the secrets to looking great, and I was told this by a French woman, one of my French estheticians, over 20 years ago, because remember I've been an esthetician for 28 years. I studied with a lot of incredible, kind of very well-known French estheticians back in the day, fortunately. And they don't even wash their skin in the morning, and they let me know that. And I understood, and I talked with them, and I looked at them, they looked amazing. And I was young, so I did the same thing. And I am turning 51 in 2 months, and I don't do anything invasive. I just use good botanical skincare and LED. So that's what we're here to talk about, just helping you to look and feel good. So even if you have an oily T-zone, someone just mentioned they're 52 and have an oily T-zone, an oil cleanser is still going to help that. It's going to help to balance. You've got to be using an oil cleanser if you're in your 40s or above. You'll see the difference. Your skin will change and you will thank me. And you won't need to do a cleanse in the morning. Your skin will change and you will thank me. The beauty director for Net-a-Porter, Newbie Hands, she used to be the director of Harper's Bazaar in the UK. Beautiful woman. She had heard that I said that, to not wash your face in the morning if you're over a certain age. She didn't do it for 6 months. She just wrote a huge article saying how it changed her skin and how much better her skin looks. So And she wrote all about me in this article. So thank you, Newbie, for helping to spread the word to help us age better. That's one of the biggest secrets, is to not wash your face in the morning. And you probably think, ooh, that's dirty. It's going to be gross. Okay, if you're sweating at night, yes, that would be gross. So please cleanse. Use an oil cleanser. If you're breaking out, you have bacteria, yes, please cleanse. But if you're not, and you're dry, and you're normal, there's no need to dry and strip your skin in the morning. Yes, I did announce the winner of the cryo, because it was such a good question. But I just had to. It was that good of a question. So guys, I'm going to be doing these lives once a week. So if you didn't win this time, go shopping, because you have the rest of this live to use the code LIVE20, and you'll be able to get 20% off. And also you have an hour after the show as well, so you have time. All right, so I love all the questions. Does the type of pillowcase or how you sleep impact the way you age? Yes and no. Don't get too caught up in that. Yes, a silk pillowcase is lovely. What happens is if it's too much of a material that's really dry, if you do move a lot, it's easier, this fragile area underneath the eye. That's why they encourage the silk pillowcases, because it's so smooth that you're not pulling this thin skin underneath your eye. That's why. All right, so let's talk about also, let's go into the 50s, guys. Are you ready? You ready to talk about the 50s? Oh, you're welcome. Someone said thank you. So in 2 months, I'll be 51. I survived the first year of being 50. And the 50s are kind of cool, because it's really a time when you just embrace being in your 50s. You're wiser, you're more intuitive as a woman. You're just well in your skin, which is beautiful. And remember how I said that I studied in Paris in my 20s, and that's why I wanted to become an esthetician living there, because I saw how comfortable those women were with aging, and that was beautiful, and they took care of their skin. I want you to embrace being in your 50s. I just want you to take care of your skin to where you have a beautiful glow and it's not dull, and we can plump your skin and the fine lines, and you can use LED, which is a healing light, to help to stimulate collagen all along the way. All right, so someone said, can I still use oil-based products if I'm prone to milia? Oil-based products do not cause milia, first of all. I know there's such a bad rap for oil. Oh, it's comedogenic. It's not. The only oil that's comedogenic would be mineral oil. Sometimes coconut oil if it's not a purified form. If you are breaking out, you don't want to use that. But in terms of milia, what causes milia usually is dimethicone. Seriously, dimethicone, which is the man-made silicone. It's an occlusive that sometimes is in eye creams, makeup, or moisturizers or serums. So that is what's causing your milia, most likely, is dimethicone. So whatever you're using, please turn it around and look at the ingredients. The first 5 ingredients are the most concentration of any product, which means that's the most of what you're buying. And if you see dimethicone or any other cone, there's like 50 different silicones. Any silicone, that is what's causing the milia. That is the occlusivity, which you don't want to put there at all. So like I said, that's still being used, and I still don't quite get it. It's not skincare. So my products put care back into skin. So oils will not cause milia. You can use this gorgeous Daily Botanical Serum in this area and not get milia. Get that gorgeous glow. It actually, with the lipid lock technology of my skincare, it's actually not resting on top like dimethicone, but it's delivering the essential fatty acids that you need, that helps to plump up the area. No milia at all. That only happens with synthetics. Okay, so someone just asked about minimizing pores. Yeah, sometimes, as you go into the 50s and 60s, your pores can actually expand and get larger. Now, if you do minimize your pores, it's temporary because it's genetic. And large pores are not so bad, guys, because the larger your pore means that you have more sebum production, and that's giving you more of the oils you need. And trust me, nobody's looking that close at your large pores. Those large pores are making you look younger. Now you can clean them out. Salicylic is the only acid that will go deep down in the pore to help clean. Regular facials are good. Steaming, Using gentle exfoliants, chemical exfoliants will help. So the main thing about aging, guys, is really just to take care of your skin barrier, your lipid barrier, using ingredients from nature, botanically based, not so much synthetics, using ingredients from nature to get your glow. My lipid lock technology, which is in all of my skincare, delivers bioidentical ingredients to plump, nourish, and hydrate the skin to give you that instant glow and help deliver the actives even farther, because the molecular structure is the same as our own sebum. So it's able to go deeply down. It's like your skin is, your face is like, yay, I recognize you. Come on in. Instead of resting on top. Now the Souffle Moisturizer is so lightweight. Now this was named by Vogue magazine as one of the top 10 lightweight moisturizers. Someone said, I was having dinner with Carly, and she said it's so airy, but it moisturizes so well. Now the Souffle Moisturizer has the lipid lock technology, so it's not a heavy moisturizer. You can see how lightweight, and it just goes right into the skin. And you can use it as an eye cream. You don't need to buy a second eye cream. We are sold out of this right now. It does help nourish your barrier and just give you that instant glow to your skin. All right, someone just said, sounds excellent, I'm going to buy. Yeah, if I were you, I would most definitely buy this Daily Botanical Serum. Go to angelacaglia.com, use your code, because you're watching this, live20, and you only have during this live to use that code or an hour after if you want to. All right, so someone just said, what do you recommend for sun damage? I definitely recommend the same regimen, and LED light, the crystal LED face mask, does help with sun damage. Also, you want to be using a really good mineral sunscreen as well. And remember, yeah, oh, that's a good idea. Someone just said, will you text when you get back in stock? We will text when we get that souffle back in stock. We'll send a newsletter out too. Make sure you all subscribe to my newsletter. I am behind that. I work with my writer. We send these newsletters out. They're very thoughtful in terms of giving advice, and they also will sometimes give information on the new launches. You'll be first to be able to buy them. We do have new launches coming up. Someone asked if I have a sunscreen. No. So the Souffle Moisturizer does not have a sunscreen, which means you can use it morning and night. Sunscreen, I recommend Milia or Suntegrity. Those are both mineral-based sunscreen. Yes, can I get your LED light and a good sunscreen? Yeah, I would get Milia, the sunscreen tinted, or Suntegrity is very, very good. Can a clinic, okay, so in Australia, we have Mecca. We are sold at Mecca in Australia, and they are our distributor. So we can't sell anywhere else in Australia. Only Mecca sells. Yes, and we do sell the jelly mask. That's available. Yeah, Milia is great, someone just said. Yeah, I love it. It's very lightweight. It's a good SPF. So that's it, you guys. So just to wrap things up in terms of aging better, we're only going over the 30s, 40s, and 50s this time. I will do teens and 20s. I will do over 50. We'll talk about the different stages where you can still look amazing. And, you know, one of the secrets to aging better, it's not the cream. It's not even the tools. It's your attitude. It's the way you feel. And that's beautiful. You know, everyone wants that 20-year-old skin. Do you remember how awkward you were at 20? Like, just mentally was going on. I mean, no one's really evolved at 20. At least I wasn't. But there's something beautiful about aging, and there's a serenity and acceptance and wisdom. And if that comes with a little more puffiness, or if that comes with a few more lines, who's to say that's not beautiful? It is beautiful. So one of the secrets is actually your energy and your aura about aging. So don't be so hard on yourself is my point. Don't be so hard on yourself. You know, except you might have I have a little pigmentation spot right here. I do. I accept it. I'm not going to freak out about it. The pores on my nose, I have sometimes they're larger pores. They're not little pores, but you know what? They're my pores, and you know it's who I am, and I accept it. And you don't need to be perfect. You just need to age as best you can. You know, it's like I'm not a 5'6" beautiful voluptuous blonde like I always wanted to be. I'm a tall brunette who's really clumsy. Like really clumsy. I think my feet are too small for my height. I'm like 5'9", guys. I'm clumsy, but I accept who I am. And in accepting yourself, you're more beautiful because you have that energy of acceptance and love, you know? You don't want to be angry about aging. You don't want to be angry that you're not 25, you know? You want to accept your age and just age the best you can. And that's why I'm here to help you feel good as well as give you tips and tricks. And just to sum it up, oils, it's oils. Use an oil cleanser. Even if you have an oily T-zone, please use an oil cleanser at night. You don't need to wash your face in the morning. Go right into the Souffle Moisturizer, then apply the Daily Botanical Serum, then apply your sunscreen. Use LED. Use the crystal LED. I made it pretty so you'd want to use it. I made it comfortable so you'd want to use it. This is FDA cleared. We have clinical studies after 4 weeks of using this 5 times a week. There's a 10-minute timer on my website. All of the clinical data is there. This does work. It's invented by NASA. NASA technology. LED stands for light emitting diode. They invented it for when the astronauts were up in space. If they were to nickeroon themselves, they would put the LED light on their skin to heal it fast. This was over 20 years ago. They found out it was going so deep it was actually stimulating collagen synthesis. So then the esthetician crowd took it over about 15 years ago. I have been using it in my treatment room for over 15 years. Oh, yes, it is pink. And if you're a guy, good, he's still gonna use it. Yeah, I figured he was a guy. It is pink, but you know what? It's okay. Real men wear pink. I work on some of the most incredible actors, and you know, they love pink too. You know, they come and get facials, and you know, I have a pink blanket, and they love pink too. It's okay. There's nothing like a man that can drink a rosé, eat quiche, and wear pink pants and be comfortable. So don't be afraid of the pink. It's super comfortable. All right, so with the LED mask, let's see, I think I wear it too loose. Yeah, I mean, with the LED mask, and don't think it's just for your face. You want to, you know, you don't want it too tight, like to where there's a mark. You just want to make it comfortable. And I usually recline and put it on. You can also, I'm not going to sell you another neck and chest and make you buy something else from me. I'm going to say, turn this on, and it's flexible, so you can apply it to your neck and chest. You can also do a hand treatment. Don't think this is limited to your face. You can do a 10-minute hand treatment. Okay, that's amazing. You can also easily lay it on your chest, wrap it around your neck. So don't think it's just for your face. And you know, relax, be comfortable with it. Don't make it too tight, don't make it too loose. Just make it to where it's staying on your face and you're comfortable. Yes, someone could ask if they can use the souffle on their 12-year-old. Absolutely, you can apply the souffle to a baby. The Souffle Moisturizer, the reason it's sold out right now is because it's that good. It has a goat milk, kosher goat milk, that helps to calm redness. It's the same pH as the skin. The first ingredient isn't water, it's aloe vera juice. It also has the lipid lock technology that delivers those essential fatty acids, helps deliver all of the vitamin C and the nutrients deep into the skin. Yes, embrace the change of aging. You got it. And that is beautiful. Aging is beautiful. We are blessed. When I turned 50, gosh, almost a year ago, when I turned 50, you know what my first thought was turning 50? Not like, oh no, I'm 50. I was like, I made it to 50. I'm blessed. I made it to 50. I was happy I was alive at 50. You know, I was just grateful to be 50. And doing things that help care for your skin, your health, exercising, drinking water, eating right, all of these things, applying moisturizers, using your LED, using oils, just, you know, really taking care of yourself, taking time for self-care. Even, you know, just using a rose quartz roller helps to calm you and make you feel good. This one is our sonic sculpting roller. You can hold it here if you have those jowls. You can hold it and move it up. There's 6,000 sonic vibrations per minute. So in your 30s, 40s, 50s, you really start to lose the elasticity. So that's why I came out with this. I wanted more than just the roller. I want to do the roller, but with technology to lift and sculpt. So there's a light vibration, comes with a battery. You hold it here for like 40 seconds and then roll up. That's what you do. You hold it here and then roll up. And there's 6,000 sonic vibrations. You can get a little temporary sculpting. So these are lovely things to do. It's pretty, it feels good. You do it over the Angela Caglia skincare, and then you can also do your neck. Put the souffle and the little Daily Botanical. You can even cocktail them both and apply to your neck, and then go ahead and roll and help with those tech neck lines. It's just a beautiful experience to do at home that not only helps you look good, but helps you feel good. Someone said, why 40 seconds? Because what you want to do is you want to keep it still. If you are trying to sculpt and lift. If you're using it just for lymphatic drainage or to further infuse your products, you just roll. But if you want to sculpt and lift your jawline, you find a spot and you hold it there. You don't roll. You hold it there for about 40 seconds to let that sonic technology go in, and then you roll up. So you're keeping it still, so it actually penetrates that area you're trying to lift, and that's how you get the lift. Someone said, that's funny, why always upwards? I want to go down. Don't go down with this. Don't ever go down with your rollers. And the reason is because of gravity. You want to go up. You want to fight gravity, but that's a good question. That's Omar. You want to go up, not down, because you're fighting gravity. Okay, so yeah, dryness. Dryness. My skincare line is made for dryness. As we age, we lose that sebum production and it gets drier. It really does. It gets dull and drier. So that's why the skincare is so popular. It's the lipid lock technology that we came out with, which is really the secret sauce to all of my skincare, is that lipid lock technology to deliver those essential fatty acids to hydrate and nourish deeply into the skin. To combat. It's like this huge drink of water. I mean, it's just, you put it on, it's just like, whoo. It's just like, it's instant facial. And that's how it feels, and that's how it looks. It's an instant facial. Put the 11s, and we've pinned the Sonic Sculpting Roller. And this Sonic Sculpting Roller, I just applied my Souffle Moisturizer there, helps combat those 11s. You can help with the puffiness. You go like this, you drop below your ear where your lymph node is, you can do your tech neck. Yes, you can use that on your chest too. Everything, neck, body, everything that I have can be used everywhere. Your skin is all over your body. It's your largest organ. You know, I love to apply, one of my secrets is with the Daily Botanical Serum. Once I apply it to my face, I'll have some residual on my fingers and I just rub it into my cuticles. It's excellent. This is all organic oils. Feels really, really good. All right, everyone. Well, I appreciate you joining. This has been fun. And we are going to reach out and send the gold cryo set. I'm going to finish this with a demo of the gold cryo since I have all of this loveliness on my face. We have the Souffle Moisturizer on and the Daily Botanical Serum, so there is going to be a little glide and slip. I've been doing this about 40 minutes and they're still cold. So someone asked earlier, how long do they stay cold? It's still freezing. And what this does, you have the gold, which goes back thousands of years. The gold is what makes this so elevated and gorgeous, but the gold is also very good for your skin. It's brightening. Cleopatra used gold. Even the Imperial Dynasty, they were, instead of using just rose quartz rollers or jade rollers, they were rolling with gold. Gold is fabulous for your skin. And someone just asked, is cryo good at night too? Cryo is good any time of day. Any time of day. Especially in the morning though, because it's a wake up because it's so cold, and it helps with puffiness. A lot of us wake up with puffiness in the morning. It's a great midday to really wake up. Now you can see I'm using them different ways. Now these are ergonomically designed to work with the contours of your face. I see these big roller cryos. There's no way it's contouring with your face. This is what's so lovely about this cryo, is that it's working with the contours of your face. It's very easy to use. All right, someone just said they're ordering now. Live 20, you only have a few more minutes. And you just want to go out like this. I appreciate all of you watching. Oh, this feels amazing. So you just get instant results. It's stimulating all of the blood flow. It's tricking your skin into thinking it's been wounded, but it's doing it in a way that is not invasive to your skin barrier, which is most important. So this is like shocking the system. They call it Crotox, meaning like Botox, but Crotox, cryo. What it's doing is, you can do it fast when it's really cold. You are really stimulating, obviously, all of the blood flow to the skin, but your skin is reacting to all the cold temperatures and it thinks it's being wounded, so it is rebuilding collagen. It's one of my favorite things to do, to hold this over the eye. It gets the top lid and lower lid at the same time. It's great for eye tension. If you're on your computer, you're on your phone too much, you're reading a lot, you can glide gently over here. I'm rolling it over the products. Very important to roll it over the skincare. Now I feel so rejuvenated. So I just gave myself a cryo facial. That easy. So we pin the cryo here. You can go shopping, check it out. Now this live 20 is only for if you're watching this live. Now, if you are watching this at another time, you better watch my next live, because every live I do, you will have some sort of a code, and we will do a giveaway. So, oh good, someone just said I love it and so does my husband. Yeah, you guys, men love all of this stuff. The thing is with men, most of them won't do it on their own, so I actually have to, my husband doesn't like cold, so you're lucky your husband likes the cryo. My husband will not do the cryo, but he loves heat. So what I do for him is I dip this in hot water, 30 seconds, lift it up, and I have a warm stone. So I give my husband warm stone massage. So what you can do with the crystal, it stays warm too. You can make it either warm or cold. And the warmth helps to further penetrate. You have like a warm stone massage, which feels insanely good as well. So that's a little trick. All right, someone just said they love the rose quartz eye mask. Yes, men love that too. It's just easy. They can just lay and have it on. All right, everyone, thank you so much. Someone just said with hot water. Yeah, if you have any of my rose quartz, either the Sonic or the La Vie, you don't turn it on yet, but you can put it in hot water, like you're making tea, but don't drink the tea, you just dip it in, like 30 seconds, boiling water, lift it up, dry the stone, and you have a warm stone, and it stays warm for quite a while. The benefits of the warm stone helps to open the pores and further penetrate the products. So if you have the Souffle Moisturizer on, or the Daily Botanical Serum Oil, and then you make a warm stone, you are further infusing the skincare, and that's perfect to do at night. It'll help you fall asleep. You have the love energy of the crystal, the self-empowering love, and you have the warmth, and you have your products. It's like the perfect way to go to bed. You're gonna fall asleep faster. Also, another thing to do at night is the LED mask. The LED mask, doing the red, there's studies that show like that helps you sleep even better. So I love to do the LED at night. Thank you, Dina. Dina just said thank you. Thank you, everyone, and I hope you go shopping on angelacaglia.com. Use your Live 20. If you're seeing this after, please follow me on Instagram, Angela Caglia Skincare, or you can also make sure you subscribe to my newsletter and texts. Most importantly, texts, because that's how we'll let you know that we're doing another live, the live stream on the website. So this is new live stream shopping. It's my second one. Live stream shopping on the website. That way it's real, it's live, like right now, I'm with you, and you can access this anywhere in the world on my website. We're doing live stream shopping. So thank you for joining me, and it's been really fun. I appreciate all the questions, and congratulations to today's winner for asking such a good question about the regimen in your 40s. And I gave it to you. I hope that was helpful. Oh, thank you. Someone just said she's in Australia. Can't wait to use the products. Yes, I am sold at Mecca in Australia as well. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. I mean, it's Monday. Let's make it a great week. And you know what? When you smile, we're talking about aging. When you smile, what is that? It's an instant facelift. We are lifting and pulling back. All the direction I'm telling you to do with all the rollers, smiling is that. So if you want to look more youthful and younger, smile more, be happier. Find ways to make yourself happy, whatever it takes, whether it's taking a bath, going for a walk, just lavender, essential oils, using products that work to make you look and feel younger will make you happier and make you look younger as well. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening.